Hello, fans of the budget guitars and the pointy ones. Today we're looking at the Harley Benton EX, which is the Explorer thing. They can't say Explorer, but I can. Now, one of the problems with these guitars is they were released and they're so damn hot that no one could actually get them. Bang, they're gone. Now the reviewers have them, like me, and we make videos, but you can't buy them because they're coming in 9 to 12 weeks as of today. I suggest the following. Don't wait. If you like what you're hearing, like what you're seeing, if you like what I'm saying, go and order them through my link below. I'm getting paid for this video as well, by the way, so I'm making money through my links and I'm getting paid. How cool is that? Guitars are going back. This one, maybe not because I broke it. But put in your order now because when they come, they're going to be gone again because that's how cool they are and how much you want them. So just to let you know, don't wait till they're back in stock because they won't be back in stock when they're back in stock. So Harley Benton came out with the Explorer, which they had quite a while ago, but it was infringing on copyrights, I guess. Now they have their own version, own enough, let's put it this way. And they came out with a classic-y version, which is this one, which comes in chromey and gold. Black pickguard and gold, and then it's a couple bucks more for the gold hardware. Don't get the gold. Nickel is fine. And then as metal as they come, black, with active pickups. Look, battery. Active Roswells. And all black, except the nut, which is white. It's a Graphtec Tusk. They come in black. Same here. Why is it white? They were ordered in black. Factory said, we don't have black, we do white. No one's gonna find out. I find out. Harley Benton found out. Well, they're selling them with a white nut. That's fine. So let's look at some specs here. It's an Explorer. I've never really had Explorers. I've never really played Explorers. But holy crapola, am I having fun with these? I think that the headstock actually fits the guitar much better than the original Explorer headstock because it mirrors the body more than the weird kind of duck bill that usually is on the Gs. So this is really, really beautiful. And I love how Leslie is switching this. Thank you, Leslie, for doing that. Look at this. It's tough to photograph or film because it's all black and black and black. Now, we have, of course, 3 positions, and we have active Roswells. I wasn't super impressed by the Roswells in the Fusion Ts or in the Fusions, but I have to say that in the Classic or in this, I'm convinced they're good. In these guitars, they work. Now, this one clocks in at $299, and the Classic, I think, is $329-ish. Something like that. So I'm going to read you some specs, because apparently you can't read, and I got to do it for you. It's from the Tribute series. It's very, like, wait a second, this is too bright. Much better. It's from the Tribute series. Comes in a mahogany body. This is rather light, so I don't know what mahogany that is. It's lighter than the Classic. It's got a set neck. Beautiful transition right there. This has an ebony fretboard, white dot inlays, a slim taper C, which means it's a pretty damn fat neck. They should just write fat neck. It's not super fat, but this isn't a, shreddy neck. I don't know, 305 millimeter radius, 628 millimeter, which means a good 4-year-old flounder, including the tail. 42 millimeters here. It comes with the Graphtec Tusk XL in the wrong color. 22 frets. We have active Roswell, LZ51 and LZ56. Master tone, blah, blah, blah. WSC Tune-O-Matic. Let's look at that in detail. Oh, black and black with black pickup rings and black pickups that say Roswell in gold on it. And it couldn't really be any more black than that. None more black. And really amazing at $299. Locking tuners, but branded locking tuners. Look at that. Grover locking tuners in, you guessed it, black. You can clearly notice the weight difference. I mean, you can't, but I can. Holy crapola. Now, this one is technically all the same. So I was correct. in with white pickguard and silver or nickel hardware, it's $329. It's $359 when you go gold hardware. So I don't go gold. We have Roswell pickups again, and in this case they are LAF Alnico 5s. Everything else is the same. No, the fretboard is different. This is ebony on the black one, and this is amaranth, whatever that means. I do not know what amaranth is, but that is amaranth. Mahogany again. Now let's look at, again, also Grover locking tuners right there. Obviously no battery, a little bit of a cavity for the electronics. I think that the paint job is done really well. We have a little bit of a, very little bit of a belly carve. Black one has that too. You can clearly see how it's glued on here, beautifully done. We have a volute. And you can clearly see a scarf joint right here. So the headstock is scarfed on. As for how many pieces the body is, remember this guitar $329. This is a piece right here. Then we got, this is one, which is actually pretty nice. Big piece. Another big piece here. And a tiny piece here. So I'm going to count this as a two-piece body with literally this bit and this bit glued on. Everything else is one big piece. Now, one of the, I'm going to say, problems of these pointy guitars is they're big. You are likely to bump them against stuff. I didn't see this when the guitar arrived, and I'm going to assume it is something that was not delivered to me like this. It's something that I did. Back here, which is pretty much where you will break your Explorer by banging it against stuff, I think I kind of banged it. I don't think this is how the guitar came. This is something I did and something I'm going to have to figure out with Harley Benton and how to deal with it. But look at this. A little bit of a ding there in the position where you ding your Explorer because it's freaking big. Okay? So I can't tell you whether or not that is, it came like this, but I don't think it did. QC would have caught that. It's something I did. Other than that, Tunematic, volume, tone. I don't like volume, tone. I like volume, tone, or really just volume. But okay, fine. It's all there. We have a little bit of a beautiful carve right there. A little bit of a carve. The dots are beautifully done. It's all there. The fretwork, nicely rounded off fret edges and fretboard edges. If you look at the side of the fretboard, it's beautifully done. So really, even though I'm not an Explorer fan, it's tough to find a flaw, especially at $329. Locking tuners, again, I think usually the Roswells are the weakest point in the guitars. In these, I don't think so. The guitars are drastically different, and we're going to go into that. I really noticed when I recorded the track. Oh, before we do that, let's do weight. I'm going to try to weigh it somehow on this scale in front of me. This says 3.9. This says 3.1. So yeah, there is a pretty drastic difference in weight. 3.9 is, could be lighter, but it's also bigger guitar. Oh, and this is brilliant. A Strat jack. Simply done to get the plug in the right angle. I apologize that this is a slightly longer video than my usually long videos, but we have two different guitars through a couple of amps, and that means we have to play both guitars through all amps because they are drastically different. So we're gonna go clean right now into the Tone King Sky King, which is that beautiful turquoise thing over there. Thank you, Leslie. On clean, into the AUX with a cream back 412. We could go, let's go vintage 30 for the heavier one, but this, I want more of the classic sound. So, neck pickup. beautiful sounds. Middle position. Bridge. And we're going straight into JCM 800. Wait, I'm going to change something first. Change the channel on the Synergy. That camera looked really crooked. Hey, that's what it is like. Going into the JCM 800 on the bridge pickup. You know that song by that band? Well, that sounds just as classic-y as you want it. Let's go into the Engel, why not? Engel Savage 120. Okay, the orange Reverb 50. Miniplexi. Middle position. Kick-ass sounds right there. Oh yeah, Voxy, because, you know, Explorer, The Edge, YouTube, Vox, Morgan AC. Okay? And more relevant to the other guitar, but this is the Rev 800p. One more thing, the Bogner module on the Synth 50 with the Tate effects and Taris pushing it. That's the lead tone. If you ask me, it's the tone you want. I don't know if that's the tone you want from an Explorer and how I've never been an Explorer guy, so I don't really know how authentic it sounds. It sounds kick-ass, and it's 329. So what we can expect from the active one is way more dense sounds on clean, more high-end, more sparkle, and more resolution. Meaning more, everything should be clearer. So we're going to figure this out right here. Reverb's coming from the combo, and here we go. A beautiful sound, and the active pickups really shine here. Of course, traditionally, what you might have in something like this is EMGs, the 81 and the 80, I don't know. You know, the classic duo of active pickups. Wouldn't that be nice? And in the back, so the classic sounds very open when you're driving it. This, because it's pushing more, will sound much more saturated and dense. Clearly different guitars. Just because of the pickups and aimed at different players. So we're gonna go into the Marshall JCM 800 and you're gonna see what I mean. Or you're gonna hear what I see. Huh? Into the angle, Savage 120. Orange, Reverb 50. Well, the Orange is a very dense amp. The guitar is a very dense guitar, so saturation and saturation, hitting saturation, it's saturation central. And here we are in the AC20. I don't know if active pickups into Vox makes sense. What does make sense is the 800. Now, why am I saying 800p? The 100p by Rev, drop D. Are we gonna go vintage 30, of course? Vintage 30s! I don't know what kids play nowadays. Fighting with the type of guitar a little bit. It's massive. He says. So, I think they're both great guitars. They're definitely both guitars geared at, aimed at, whoa! I guess they're both, what the? I think they're both good guitars. They're both guitars aimed at different audiences, even though they're exactly the same guitar, but one's black and one's active pickups. You get it in white with active pickups too. Maybe the nut then works. This is clearly the guitar for the guy that wants the Metallica sound, that wants to be the Hetfield kind of guy with the active pickups, and the saturation and thickness and clarity definitely works. Guys, it's $299 for an Explorer that is pretty well built, light, in this case, has active pickups and Grover locking tuners. There's literally, that's a no-brainer. Personally, this is heavier, damn it. I'm more of a fan of this because I feel like I have more control over the tone. It's more open, it's more dynamic. It doesn't have the gain, it doesn't have the thickness, but it's got the classic sound. And again, Grover locking, Graftech toss nut. I like the look. Leslie came in and said, God, that's butt ugly. But then again, what does she know? This is $329. This is a really good axe. I mean, now this one's broken. Now, of course, you might say, yeah, this is all good, but it's got the Roswell active pickups. I think those are actually good. From what I'm hearing, I like it. You might say, well, but I would like it with the EMGs. Well, first of all, yes, you can change the pickups. If they put EMGs in there, those EMGs are quite pricey. And wouldn't the price then go up ridiculously? Or might it just go up by 100? When they're doing it, they're actually doing it. There's going to be a version of it. There's gonna be a version of it with EMG 81 and the other one. And it's only gonna be 100 more, but you don't know this. I know it because someone told me. Don't tell anyone. At some point, they're gonna come with real EMGs for 100 more. You don't know this. Don't tell anyone. It's between us. Frankly, this works. $299. So put in your order now to get one when it's available. This, I'm really tempted to keep it. I'm really tempted to offer them a deal and charge less for the video, which I'm getting paid for, to keep this. But I have so many guitars, but I don't have an Explorer. And this one ticks all the boxes in terms of the visuals. It'll piss off Leslie if that's on the wall, so I'm good with that. I really think the fretboard, the fretwork, everything, and the leads. For me, this does all the classic rock sounds, but the leads, that solo in the intro track, that was the first take. I was prepared to sit here for half an hour and play the solo over and over and over and over and over. No. I turned the camera on, first solo, done. The tone on squeal, and then the roundness. For leads, this is very good. Of course, I'm playing it with a very good amp, yes, but the guitar has to do its job, and it did. I really enjoyed working with these. So, they're not available right now, but whenever right now is for you is not right now for me. So, you might check. But if you go to the Thomann website and they're not available, put in your order and get on the wait list, because once these come in, they're going to be gone again. $329. I don't like everything from Harley Benton. Like, as I said on the Fusion Tees, the nice, but tonally, they could offer more. Same thing with the Fusion. I think the pickups could be stronger. These are also Roswells, and they deliver. So I don't know what it is. Maybe on the Fusions, maybe it's the pickups with the bolt on. Everything on this is just good, except for the bit where I wrecked it. So, I'm convinced. Never been an Explorer guy. I'm really thinking hard whether or not I asked them for a deal for this. The active one wouldn't be my cup of tea, but now every time I say this guy that bitched about it, you always say cup of tea. I can say cup of tea as much as I want to. Cup of tea, 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 cup of tea. You know, I can say it. It's my cup of tea. Get it? Links below. Please use them because that actually helps me out. Thanks, Leslie. And subscribe everywhere. Do the Instagram, the Twitter, the Facebook, especially here. That's very important. It's very important so I can do my job and present myself to companies. The more subs, the more I can charge. And that means I can bring you these videos because I need to survive doing it. Thank you for supporting me. You're amazing. Thank you to the whole Harley Benton community who have embraced me, and thank you for doing that. And thank you to the animals at the end.